Survivors we are, survivors we are. Are you ready for the journey? Clones Karim is the name. Yes indeed, survivors we are.
Hi, Crohn's Karim here. We often look at things, especially things that are extremely challenging, and think, why me? Situations like this can set the mood of the day or a period of time. So then everything you do feels like it's going wrong, and so you can find yourself losing your temper for the simplest of things. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Some people say, did you get outside bed? Did you get out the wrong side of the bed this morning? That kind of thing. That's what I'm talking about. But when you really think about it, from the perspective of being ill or sick all the time, you can break one of three ways. The first one, I've mentioned already. You get short, irritable, angry, mad at life, and you'll be in a bad way to anyone that comes in your path. You're kind of a walking thunderstorm. The second type, and I can use today as a simple example. So you look upon your situation and think it could be a million times worse. And so the way you deal with it pleases you. So my son comes to me this morning and shows me his glasses and one side of the arm is broken off. I mean, I just bought the glasses, but teenagers, I think that says it all. Now, my day is already booked with various things already, but I have to find time to fix this. So I call the opticians first, but I can't get hold of them. So I've pulled out my screwdrivers and taken an arm off an old pair of glasses and trying to do a repair. But luckily, whilst I'm doing all of this bits and pieces, I'm still trying to get hold of the optician. And finally I get hold of them, who are happy enough to replace the frames and can do it straight away. Perception, huh? My glass is half full. So I go down there, so a big hello to Sophie at Boots Optician. Thanks for getting it fixed so quickly and having a chat at the same time. And now I'm making my way home. But as soon as I leave the store, I feel my stoma bag come away from me and it's too late. I got a leak down the side of my leg. Lucky for me, I'm wearing black jogging bottoms. I get to the car, get home, sort myself out, and I'm back with my day thinking to myself, glasses were fixed. I'm experienced enough to know how to deal with my bag. I wasn't embarrassed, and I was pleased I dealt with it accordingly. In other words, I dealt with it with patience and understanding, because I can always look back at that moment and think, well, I was prepared, I knew what to do, and I behaved, and the way I behaved, the way I reacted. And let's face it, in our situation, we're faced with an inhumane amount of trials. And so with time, we become brave and strong and resilient. And actually, we find ways of either bettering ourselves or helping others who suffer similar trials. In other words, you can deal with your trials as a matter of fact, as you know it will happen. No one's saying you can't deal with it in a thunderstorm manner. It's your right, it's your privilege, and if that's how you feel, that's okay too. Good days and bad, right? And if you deal with it with patience and perseverance, that's cool too. But the third kind, I did say there was a third, from my perspective anyway, the most worrying for me. And that is, you don't break down, you don't become sad or lost, and you can't find the positive side of it. The worst type is when you couldn't care less. And that can apply to anything, not feeling anything either way. It can be a scary place to be, because essentially you've given up on your emotional state, and in some way it can force you to be like a zombie walking the earth. Well, you've got no reason to like your situation or like anything, and you've got no reason to hate your situation or hate anyone. Essentially, you become the walking dead, and you will feel, and you'll feed off others, and you'll spread that disaster wherever you go. and you don't see it really. You don't see what you've become. And somehow, because of this third situation, you find yourself being alienated from many things. And there's no definable purpose in what you do, and no one's help is going to help you, as it's a very lonely place to be. But on the outside, you're overcompensating for being that way, and so you appear either really sad or jokey, funny, life and soul, pulling faces, genuinely a very happy person. But on the inside, you feel empty and hollow. All of these states are true and real, and sometimes you have to make a difficult choice. Sophie's choice? Call him out. We'll talk again soon. Bye.
Survivors we are.